Hey, welcome back to the Chicken Coop Studio. My name is Kyle Martin, and this is the 2020 Virtual Fall Art Tour. In this video, we're going to be checking out some of my new paintings. These are my golden hour paintings. When I'm speaking about the golden hour, I'm talking about that quality of light that happens just as the sun is setting. During that time of day, the light becomes a beautiful pink, yellow, and golden color, and the long shadows that are cast create a beautiful contrast. It's my favorite time of the day to paint. It's the most fun time of the day to paint for me. When you're painting so quickly, when you're just observing, mixing colors, and putting them on the canvas as quickly as possible, I feel the most like myself. You can see all these paintings on my web store. The link for that is in the description. The first painting that we're checking out is Abelman Road Moonrise. Late winter bluffs turn pink from the late light as the moon rises and illuminates the vanilla sky. The next painting that we're checking out is Illuminated Trees on the banks of the Baraboo River. We're looking through the forest towards the illuminated bluffs. The sky turns a dirty purple while pieces of pink dance on the horizon. This painting is titled Evening Mist Rising on Tarrytown Road. The evening mist rises and joins the atmosphere at the horizon. Reflections of the sun bounce off the barn roof. This is painted in late July under beautiful golden hour conditions. Here's a large painting that I completed right here on the farm. This is the barn right outside the door of the Chicken Coop Studio. This painting is titled Early Autumn Barn Shapes. This is a shape-based interpretation of light and shadow, painted late in the day in September when the sun sets in the perfect position to create this dramatic shadow and feeling of light. Here's one of my favorite smaller pieces that I painted in July. This is called Storm Clouds Over Soybeans. Golden light dances on the soybeans as the sun illuminates the farm under July violet storm clouds. Here's a dramatic evening painting that I created late in the summer. This painting is titled Last Light of Summer, and it was painted in late July. The temperature of air cools while the temperature of light warms. Long shadows are cast onto the barn in the valley, while the glowing bluffs tower overhead. This next painting is a 16 by 20, and it's titled Setting Sun Over Vernon County Vista. Late in the day, as the sun sets, the shadows lengthen and come towards us. The colors of the sun are reflected in the metal roof on the old gambrel roof barn. Over the summer, I posted a video of myself painting this one. This is definitely one of my favorite paintings from the summer, and I think it's one that I will blow up and do a larger painting of sometime during the winter. This is a piece from late in the summer titled Backlit Granary. Late in the day, the July sunlight pours over the grass between the granary and shed, creating a geometric pattern of shadow and light. This next piece was painted in September, and the title is Red Orange Light on Vernon County Barn. long shadows are cast onto the old gambrel roof barn. I stood and painted overlooking this valley late in the evening. This repurposed horse barn is set to be torn down sometime in the coming year. I'd like to get back and paint it one more time before that happens. Here we have a painting that I completed just last week, and this one is titled Rustic Road. Morning light falls over the road and onto the trees, which are at the peak of the autumn color change. This is late September along a rustic road. This is a piece from late in August titled Orange Light, Summer Humidity. The golden light meets a thick July haze in this painting. Long shadows are cast onto the barn. The foreground also falls into shadow, and the dirty violet sky turns a shade of vanilla. This next painting is titled Loganville, Golden View. After the chores, brilliant evening light illuminates the gable roof barn. The heifers are fed and they're grazing out in the field. This painting has a certain simplicity and burst of color that I'd love to see in all of my paintings. This next piece is called Golden Light Falling onto Abelman Road Farm. This is late September under beautiful golden light right here in Rock Springs. This location is close to home, so it's easy for me to just pack my things up and get to the location when the light is right. I worked on this painting over 2 or 3 sessions, carefully stating the shadow falling onto the barn and also the dappled light crawling across the foreground. Here's a painting from the summer titled Depot Sunset. The sun blazes through the July atmosphere and haze during the golden hour. The railroad sign and old telephone poles are obscured by the brilliant light that's blasting past them. Sunlight lights up the side of the old depot and warehouse buildings, while the foreground falls mostly into shapes of light and shadow. The sky in this painting has a beautiful quality of golden yellows, pinks, greens, and violets that's very descriptive of the July evening. Here's a 12-inch by 12-inch painting that I completed right here on the farm. This is my own barn, and this is called Our Farm Sunset. As the sun approaches the horizon late in the day, it changes the color of the metal roof on the barn and the bluffs in the background. A long shadow is cast from the barn and creeps towards us as the day ends and evening begins. This is a 12 by 16-inch painting from late July called Amish Oat Shocks Golden Hour. Anytime I see a field of oat shocks, I'm reminded of the Haystacks painting by Claude Monet. At different times of day, the light will illuminate these oat shocks with different qualities of light. Here, during the golden hour, the edges of the oat shocks are illuminated by brilliant pinks, yellows, and oranges, while the shadow sides of the oat shocks turn violet and brown. I love painting during this time of the day, and whenever I see a field of oat shocks, I'm filled with enthusiasm because of my favorite painter, Claude Monet. Here's a small painting called Brilliant Sun Setting Over the Cornfield. I arrived home from my sister's house outside of Milwaukee on this evening in early July. The sun was just perfect, and we hadn't seen a lot of sunshine lately. I set up my easel and got to work quickly, capturing the brilliant effect of light falling over the tree line and onto the cornfield. Here's a painting titled Cotton Candy Clouds. I noticed these clouds when I was standing outside the Chicken Coop Studio one evening and immediately got into my car and drove to the end of the driveway so that I could get a clear, unobstructed view of the sky. Thank you so much for letting me share this collection of golden hour paintings with you. You can find out more about my work by clicking the links in the description. In tomorrow's video, I will be posting my new pastel work, and then on Sunday, I'm gonna be pulling out some of my favorite paintings from through the years. The video is gonna go live 10 a.m. on YouTube. You're also gonna wanna check out fallarttour.com and see what everybody else on the Fall Art Tour is up to. This is the big Fall Art Tour. This is what we've been waiting for. Again, thanks so much for joining me for this. This was a lot of fun getting to put this video together, and it's just a new way for me to share with you guys. Let's keep in touch, send me an email, leave a comment to this video. I will see you all soon from the Chicken Coop Studio during the 2020 virtual Fall Art Tour. Have a good day. Check out fallarttour.com. We'll see you soon.